Excuse me. Are you the captain of this vessel? Oh, good. I've been looking for you for a while now. My name is Romana Jadin. Here's my ID. I'm the Starship Safety Inspector sent by the OSCI, the Office of Starship Certification and Inspection. Yes, we do indeed exist. You should have received a memo about this well in advance, weeks ago, in fact, the last time you were docked here. No, not a joke. No one is pranking you, Captain. Yes, that was a real memo, and well overdue. We are not too happy about you going on another expedition in the meantime either. Yes, I know you are a free agent, but safety regulations still apply to you, like it does to every vessel in the region. If you don't mind, I would like to get this over with. If you cannot show me around the ship yourself, feel free to delegate that task to a member of your crew, or I can do it on my own. But then I will have to return to you with questions, orders and requirements at the end. Yes, a so-called fix-it ticket. No, the worst thing I can do is not to ground your ship. The worst thing I can do is have it decommissioned and scrapped. It happens, more often than it used to. This is still a frontier, but not as wild as it was just a handful of years ago. Bureaucracy has caught up out here as well, as it always does, eventually. So, why don't we start out here, in the repair bay? I was told by one of the spaceport engineering crews that you had a problem with hull integrity when you returned. And I think I can see their patch job right up there. Do you have that documented? Let me see. Yes, that seems to be all right. Yes, I use pen and paper. After the 5th time my pad got hacked by someone trying to circumvent the repair orders I had issued on their ship, I decided to switch to analog writing tools. Not everyone agrees with my conclusions, no. You would think the people whose lives depend on their spaceship being functional would appreciate the usefulness of my work, but that's not always the case. Of course not, Captain. I'm sure you are taking all this very seriously. How old is your ship? In my papers it says 37 years, but the carbon nanotubes look older. What was that? Upcycled parts, you say. And you did this yourself. And where did you find them? Nope. You are not free to loot wrecks found in space. They belong to the local authorities, at least until they have been identified. Did you report the discovery of the wreck? Yes, that would be mandatory. When you're stuck on a lifeless moon like that, I understand. You did what you needed to do. But back in a spaceport, those pods still needs to be properly stress tested before they can be approved. No, we need to do that here, before you leave again. I'll let the spaceport engineering department know. Might take a few more days before they can get to it. If they pass the test, yes, you can keep using them. They're already installed and we are not that unreasonable. Risk management is not about removing all risks, Captain. It's about managing risks within certain parameters. The patch job itself is good, but it's not enough. Your micrometeorite protection is insufficient. If you do not improve it, you'll have another hull breach sooner or later. And I doubt the patch job was cheap the first time. Stress fractures in the hull pose a risk for explosive decompression. Inadequate shielding against cosmic rays or solar storms is also a problem, especially in crew quarters or medical bays. You do have a medical bay. Huh. Splurging, as you put it, on better hull shielding now would reduce your maintenance cost long term, Captain. It is in your interest as well. I will not insist, but I highly recommend it. Your landing gear looks a bit unconventional. What are those? Aquajets to land on water. How does that work? Isn't it more like hovering in place above the water? And I suppose you have to use your jetpack to enter the ship again. No reason to look so nervous, Captain. I just find it interesting. Why don't we take a look inside? I would like to see the main generator room next. All right, lead the way then. At first glance, this doesn't look too bad. What's that? Gravity plating. Uneven gravity plating can cause instability. Have you noticed any gravity shifts? Of course it's a safety risk. Gravity changing willy-nilly. Worst case, it can cause explosive decompression. Yes, you need to get that fixed. It also sounds like you have a leak. It's coming from over here. Could be faulty oxygen recyclers or CO2 scrubbers. Inconsistent pressure levels could lead to hypoxia. Yes, the other one seems to be functional, but it might be working past capacity to compensate for this one. You should keep a close eye on the faulty one and replace it within the next 5 months. No longer. You can't skimp on this, Captain. And if you don't care about safety, you probably care about money. And trust me, the longer you put this off, the more expensive it will be. Let me take a look at the core while I'm here. The power grid seems a tad unstable as well. Overloaded fusion cores, perhaps. Alien parasites in the core. They feed on it. And I suppose they hitched a ride with a returning away team due to malfunctional biofilters in the airlock. How I knew happens all the time, Captain. The maintenance crew can flush them out with a series of radon searches in the core. Yes, you'll all have to leave the ship, but it only takes 20 minutes or so. It should stabilize energy levels. Yeah, at least some problems are easy enough to fix. You do need to change your biofilters too, of course. Who knows what your crew might bring back with them next time, Let's not risk it. The plasma conduits are looking good. No, nothing wrong with them, as far as I can see. And don't look so surprised, Captain. Even I can't find a fault with everything. Is, life support controlled from here as well? It's not. From the bridge, you say, not engineering. That's a bit unusual. I've only ever seen that on Tarbeshi vessels. But the ship isn't too big, so I suppose that would work just fine. What's your crew complement? I see. 18 crew members. I think I'm done here, but I would like to take a look at the bridge as well. Turbolifts don't work, you say. All right, let's walk there then. Might see something of interest on the way. What's that? Looks like a makeshift repair done in space. What happened exactly? A drunk Narbinian crashed into it. He's your navigator. Can I open it? Take a look inside? Why not? I see. That is a very good reason. Opening damaged hatch on Deck 3, Section 7 causes explosive decompression. And, are you planning on having a more permanent repair done here before you depart? Yes, I would recommend it. Strongly. It's a wonder any of your crew is still alive. And, what's down that hallway? Cargo space. How big? I see. What are you hauling right now? Not much. That's good, I suppose. Any hazardous materials, like antimatter fuel cells? Good. No. Why would they cause explosive decompression? Leaking or unshielded antimatter fuel cells would cause arc flashes or uncontrolled plasma fires, which in turn could lead to yes, explosive decompression. But that's not a problem, since you don't carry any. Right, Captain? No, there's no need for me to take a look. Improperly stored volatile cargo is the custom officer's job, not mine. What I'm interested in are technical installations that are part of the ship itself. I think we're done here. Shall we continue to the bridge? If you have something you need to do, Captain, just point me in the right direction. You can join me there in, I shouldn't need more than half an hour. Ah, there you are, Captain. Yes, I'm mostly done. The bridge looks rather nice, modern and spacious. No, I did not expect that. I expected it to be more in line with the rest of your vessel. I assume that's your Nabinian navigator over there. Big fella. No, we didn't speak. I introduced myself when I arrived, but he just kinda grunted. A man of few words. Anyway, I've gone over all of the systems up here as well, and I have a list of recommended and required maintenance tasks, but I'm sure that comes as no surprise. My conclusion. What do you think, Captain? You think your ship is space-worthy? Technically space-worthy, you say. I'm afraid I cannot give you a stamp of approval. At least not yet. Well, for one, your navigational system is not functional. I am unsure how you found your way back here, to be honest. Your navigator is good at math. When he's sober. The margins are very small, Captain. You still need a functioning navigational system, even if a member of your crew is able to do the calculations manually. Then there are all the other things I've already mentioned, Most pressing is the core and the hull. Life support is also well overdue for an overhaul. No, that is not all. There is a docking port instability and an automated defense system overreach, although that one seemed somewhat intentional to me. I also found 3 cases of uninspected alien tech integration. In fact, the only system on the bridge I found to be 100% functional is the self-destruct system, which I find a little bit troubling, to be honest. Alright, I do believe I'm done here. I can find my own way off the ship. And you, Captain, are staying put here for some time. Your repair orders, or fix-it ticket if you like, should be ready by tomorrow afternoon. Good day, Captain. Thank you for your cooperation.